Alright guys, welcome back for another Dokkan Battle video, and a big thing happened over here. We got the data download. Again, they did not actually put in the data for Broly or Trunks, so there's no going to be like full level 10 links, Rainbow Showcase over on the Trident server because they didn't actually put their data in the game. But what we do have is the Planetary Destruction category, which actually did surprise me quite a bit, because going into this category, what I kind of had in mind, like when I was like gonna make this video, was it was just gonna be another really small bad category, because again, when they say Planetary Destruction, immediately I thought of Frieza, because Frieza destroys the planet Vegeta. He literally blows it up. So I thought, it's only gonna be characters that literally blow up planets. Broly in the movie, I believe, blows up the Shaolin planet. The Shaolins are like little workers that I think were working for him. He just literally goes and just blows up their planet in front of them in the movie. But what surprised me is they included people like Jackie Chun. If you don't know, Jackie Chun used the Kamehameha to destroy the moon, and that stopped Kid Goku's rampage, because again, Kid Goku is in his Ozaru form, and then Jackie Chun goes ahead, uses the Kamehameha, and then destroys the moon. So basically what I think this category is about is statements made that they can destroy planets. The reason for that is Turles. Turles, after eating the fruit of the Tree of Might, says he can destroy, like planets. He can just destroy everything essentially. So again, that's why Turles is on there. Cell, because it's when he's fighting Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he's doing the Kamehameha. He's saying that with the power that he has, he can destroy the entire solar system. So Cell is now on that category. Of course, it's only perfect Cell, so it's only the perfect versions of Cell. And then of course, Golden Frieza in the movie literally destroys the Earth, but again, Whis goes back in time and reverses that. And then Cooler, I think Cooler is one where I'm a little iffy on, because I was unsure at first if Cooler at all says in the movie that he can destroy planets, or that he has the power to do so. He does say that he's just as strong as Frieza, so I guess that does kind of imply that he can destroy planets, because again, Frieza in his first form alone can literally blow up an entire planet. So I guess that I guess it makes sense that Cooler's on there. And then we have Beerus. Again, that's good for Beerus. Beerus gets another category. The only issue is that Beerus, of course, is not gonna link well with a lot of these units, because again, look, most of it is kind of Frieza. You have your entire row of Golden Friezas, First Form Friezas, Final Form Friezas, Second Form Frieza is on there as well, even Third Form Frieza. So wow, they really went super specific with this category. And again, kind of going through units and kind of showing why this category is going to be really good is Cooler, for example, who's going to be giving Transformation Boost and Terrifying Conquers, their support type buffs as well in this category team. His transformation condition is super good. You take in fact that Turles, LR Turles is on the team. You link these two guys together. Even though people say that they're not going to link well together, they're going to share things like big bad bosses, Thirst for Conquest. They actually don't have, okay, so Cooler doesn't have Destroyer of the Universe, but it's going to have Thirst for Conquest, big bad bosses, Fierce Battle. Okay, so he doesn't have Universe's Most Malevolent. But I think you guys are starting to get the idea here. This category is not bad. And then again, going back to this guy, Vegeta. So Scatter Vegeta is actually on here, which did, kind of shock me at first, because the only time Vegeta actually ever outright destroys a planet is in Dragon Ball Z filler, where he destroys a planet. I don't remember the planet's name, but he literally just goes kaboom. Even King Vegeta just, raises his hand, and then he just, blows up a couple planets. He isn't on this category. Again, King Vegeta doesn't have really any representation in the game, but yeah, they put Scatter Vegeta on there. That's good for him, just another category for him to go ahead and buff, especially the 20% leads, the 4Q 120%. That's really good, because just taking a look at it, he's going to be able to be a good buff for Cell. He's going to be a buff for Broly himself, because again, the 120% leads are going to be giving int type 3 key and 50% attack and defense. So he's almost a must run now in that category. You know, if you take a look at him, because again, he's also going to be changing key spheres to int key spheres. So Broly's, you know, always going to have key, especially if you link him up with this guy. In terms of links, they're probably not going to link up the best. Really, they're only going to share is probably just like Saiyan Warrior Race. Again, this Vegeta's links are actually pretty good. You know, he's got big bad bosses. Unfortunately, the Broly doesn't have that. He has like Berserker and like Hardened Grudge. You know, like just two like shitty links that they didn't need to give him. Like if they slapped on big bad bosses, and then they could have slapped on like even Thirst for Conquest. You know, they could have like slapped on. Actually, not. See, not even Thirst for Conquest. They could have given him, you know, Brutal Beatdown, you know, for all I care. And that would have made him a decent linking partner with him, because he's going to share, you know, like Saiyan Warrior Race, Big Bad Bosses, and then Brutal Beatdown. Of course, if they had given him those links instead of, you know, what was this category in? Hardened Grudged and Berserker for some reason. I guess going through it as well is Kid Buu. Kid Buu down here. Of course, Kid Buu, you know, very famous for going ahead and blowing up a couple planets. You know, that was basically his entire existence. It's what Bobbity was using him for anyways, just going ahead and destroying planets. And the reason why it's really good for Kid Buu is because if you take a look at Kid Buu's categories, Kid Buu doesn't have a lot of categories. You know, he's on Resurrected Warriors, Majin Buu Saga, Transformation Boost, Artificial Life Forms, and Majin Power. So giving the Kid Buu units now access to the movie bosses category. Because again, you're going to basically combine this with movie bosses. That's going to be a really good villain-based category for sure. You know, you're going to have your Turleses. I mean, Turles was already on movie bosses, but I guess some of the Friezas that you wouldn't have been able to get on there, like the LR First Form Frieza, you're now going to be able to link them up with some of the other Friezas that are on movie bosses. The Beeruses, again, they were already on movie bosses, but again, it's good for Beerus to get another category, just because, again, it's really hard for him to get any. A really big Stark thing here is Piccolo. They actually added Piccolo in here. Now, I'm not too familiar with Piccolo. Again, he might have somewhere in the anime said that he can like destroy planets and all that. Because again, the reason I keep bringing that up is because again, Cell said that he could destroy entire solar systems. You know, many of these people claim that they could do it. You know, like Cell. I don't know if Piccolo's done it. Turles, again, when he ate the fruit of the Tree of Might, claimed that he could destroy, you know, planet level things. And then I think Cooler as well said it at some point in the movie. So, you know, they're keeping it pretty consistent, to be honest. But again, I am a little bit unsure if Piccolo's ever, you know, outright stated that he can destroy planets. So, I mean, overall, this category is not bad. Not by any means. This is actually a much better category than I anticipated. Especially because they kept it really consistent and they put this guy on here. And, I mean, he kind of needed it. You know, World Tournament, Full Power, Dragon Ball Saga, Kamehameha, Earthlings, and Battle of Wits. You know, he really needed the category. Cell, of course, just getting another category. Cell doesn't really need him. But again, overall, man, it's a really good category. It's a really, really good category. And a very solid one, to say the least. So, yeah. I mean, we don't really have any of the... Oh, we do have some details for the Krillin support memory. Attack of all enemies at the start of battle. He lowers their attack by 5% on the first turn, 4% on the second, and then by 3% on the third. So not the best support memory, to be honest. Again, just really lowering attack like that. It's really not that good, unless you're like counting Super Battle Road. But not the best support, you know, memory item. So yeah, I mean, we don't really have anything else other than just to wait for the in-game news, and then we'll go ahead, obviously, and take a look at that. But again, overall, just to kind of reiterate, this category is much better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be one of those small categories that literally no one cares about, but they really did surprise me, you know? They actually went ahead and kept it pretty consistent. Again, Vegeta, filler. Again, people thought he really wasn't going to be on there. Same thing with Cell and Turles. You know, people didn't think he was going to be on there, so... I mean, they really went out of their way, and they kept true to the series, I would have to say. Maybe there's just, like, maybe one or two units that they left off. Again, I personally can't think of them off the top of my head. You know. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Wait, quick thing, they even added Champa in here. I just noticed that. They even put my man Champa in here, so another category for that unit right there. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are going to summon for Broly. Again, I'm probably not going to be summoning for Broly on my main global account. I might do some summons on my JP account just because, you know, why not? Get some summons up in here anyways. So like I said before, that is going to do it for today's video. And I'll see you guys next time.